everybody, and welcome to Partner News Live today, October the 9th. We've got a full program as usual. Shellie will be with us in just a moment. Noah Weber has some exciting news about last weekend in the NASCAR races with David Starr. And then we will have Greg Tiedeman with us to tell us all about the upcoming SMB Days. SMB Days for the fall actually starts just in 5 days. So he will be prepping us, giving us advice on what to do. But first of all, let me say hello to Shellie Stapp. Hey, Shellie, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you doing?
You're just great. I had a very happy weekend. But did you go up to anything exciting at the weekend?
Not really exciting, enjoying the cooler weather. How about you?
Yeah, well, already feels like ancient history, 3 days ago, my goodness. But actually, I've got here. My son and I were in central Idaho, and we were camping again, albeit it was very blustery the first night, really cold. Then temperature dropped overnight on the Saturday night, Sunday morning to 26. So we were a little bit chilly, but we've got 4 season sleeping bags, so we were just fine. We were volunteering all day Saturday and Sunday. It was the running of the sheep festival. The festival actually ran for a whole week, but we helped out on the Saturday and Sunday. Up here in the screen, you can see my son on the Saturday morning. He's just been putting out A-boards, and what you can see in his hand here is actually a staple gun, and he's stapling the posters to the various A-boards. In the background, you can see just to start up the seats, there's an open area here. There would be dancers from all over the world. And here, actually, it's a tractor trailer, which is used as a stage for the musicians and the various rock bands that will be playing throughout the day on Saturday. And then we moved from that location to a different location about 8 miles away. And here's the little fellow. He looks like a dwarf. He looks like a dwarf compared to this 14-year-old boy. And our troop master here, we were actually collecting parking fees for the charity here. And this is a moment when the cars are not coming through the 3 lanes that we were covering. And these were sheepdog trials. There were competitions going on all day Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
Almost all the sheepdogs, of course, are the black and white border collies. I think I have one more photograph. This is from this Sunday morning when it was, as I say, very, very cold. Here he is. He's actually putting up the umbrellas. The sun did come out later. And this is him with the mascot, the plastic sheep, who, of course, is called Dolly. But then again, isn't every sheep called Dolly? So there you are. And I've still been receiving lots of funny images and such like, but I want to move on to something different because,
Okay.
I read this story just the other day there. This is Gita, the hero dog from Washington State, and I'm about to read a statement from the Stevens County Sheriff's Office. Hero dog saves owner on 09-25-24. Deputy Wright was patrolling a rural wooded area of Stevens County where he came across a dog sitting in the roadway. No residences were visible nearby. Wright tried to get the dog into his patrol vehicle, but the dog would not do it. So Wright proceeded to go away and start checking all of the buildings, knocking on doors in the surrounding area, but he couldn't find the owner. So then when he came back to the dog was now laying in the center line of the road, demanding attention. And as Deputy Wright tried to capture him, the dog ran up an unmarked side road, a track that was barely visible. So, of course, he followed the dog and found an 84-year-old man who'd been lying there, injured for 4 hours with a medical condition, who would have died. So Gita, the 13-year-old rescue dog, became the rescuer. Yeah, and saved this man's life. So well done, Gita, there from Washington State. And it made me think about all the hero dogs we've heard about over the years. I mean, there must be dozens, if not hundreds. I remember back in 2008, this is China in Argentina. It was Buenos Aires, and it was just before Christmas time in 2008. And she heard an infant, a newborn infant, crying about 200 feet away. And somehow, we don't know how, she managed to pick up the infant and carry the infant into her doghouse until China's own owner found the infant. And of course, the infant was therefore saved and later called Esperanza, hope. And I believe Esperanza was adopted and is doing well. One more, I think, because when I was growing up, I heard about this Welsh story. It was about King Llewellyn. King Llewellyn, not an easy word to say. I know. I thought it was interesting. He was the King of Wales in the 13th century, and of course he was fighting off these pesky English. Why is it that England is always trying to invade all the other countries? I don't know. Yeah, in the story, I mean, maybe apocryphal, mythological, we really don't know. But in the story, this is a later painting we're looking at by 1994. Apparently, his infant son was in his battle tent, guarded by his hound, Gellert. We don't really know why there wasn't anybody else there, but there's Gellert and the baby boy, the prince, in the tent, and allegedly a wolf came in to try to eat the baby. Gellert fights off the wolf, defeats the wolf, and kills it. Of course, all kind of a horrible mess, and the wolf's blood is all around Gellert's mouth. Short while later, of course, Llewellyn the king comes back, infant's missing, blood on his hound, he pulls his sword and kills Gellert before realizing he can hear the sound of the infant and then finds the body of the wolf. And of course, the king is very upset that he's killed the dog, the hound that saved his own child, erects a statue, and allegedly didn't smile for the rest of his life because he was so. That's the story. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to business, I suppose. Everybody, Small Business Days are coming. It starts in just 5 days from now. We have this flyer. Write to us if you'd like a copy of the flyer that you can send via email or drop off at someone's office. Now is the time to start getting these appointments ready and booked. And of course, we'll have Greg Tiedeman coming by very, very shortly. In fact, I think he's waiting online now. And he'll be giving us some hints and tips about what you should be doing. Also want to remind you that the Amazon delivery service, the DSP program, is still running, and there are new offers that are up on the screen just now. By the way, if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube, your screen just went dark because we can't show you these offers. These offers are only for the eyes of Connectus partners, okay? And likewise, you also cannot see what I have up on the screen just now, and that's a reminder that we have our very own episode of The Horn to talk about this. Just go to the usual place on myconnectus.com. And while we're still with the slides, I haven't reminded you for a couple of months that we still have the summary tables. And these summary tables, like, when the offers start, whether they're on DPP or 2-year contract or wherever, and when they end. Shellie, so listen, I know that you've got 5 offers to talk about, and these 5 offers are for the fourth quarter. So we're going to kind of backwards, okay? We'll talk about some of the upcoming offers when Greg's here to talk about SMB Days. But then, if you don't mind, I'll come back to you later and you can share your 5 offers that don't just run for SMB Days, they run for the entire quarter, actually up to January 5, if I remember rightly. So will you wait there? Keep watching, please, Shellie, and we'll see you soon. Fantastic.
Okay, Neil, I'll be here.
Right, everybody, let's go and visit with Noah Weber. Hey, Noah, so understand that David Starr had a great showing in Talladega on Saturday, and you were watching it. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so that's easily one of the best races that I've watched from David. I've watched plenty of his races, but this one stuck out. It was absolutely amazing to see. I talked to him on the phone this morning about his performance, and he was just so happy. He was so happy that I reached out to talk to him about it, and we're actually going to see him later today, so that's something to look out for as well, as we'll chat with him about the race. But he started in 23rd place, and as he always does, he fought his way to the front, and it was awesome to see. And where that fight kind of really started was lap 93, because a crash happened right in front of him, and he was able to get through the crash, get through the smoke untouched, and he sped for that top 10 following lap 93 as that race unraveled. And it was just amazing to see him finish so well. He finished in 8th.
But I understand he actually led the pack for quite a while as well for several circuits.
Yes, he did. He led for a lap, and he was there in first place. And as David always does after the race, when he was speaking with a reporter from Sports Illustrated, of course, he was overwhelmed with emotion, but he always, no matter what place he gets, he always says, I wish I could have done a little bit better. And he definitely talked about wanting to do a little bit better than 8th, but it was an outstanding finish and one of his best finishes in a long time. So we're all so proud of him.
Fantastic. Noah, thanks for coming on and sharing that with us. Okay. Always great to hear about David Starr and everyone at Team Texas doing so well.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, Neil. Thanks for having me.
So thanks again to Noah, and waiting in the wings, as promised, being very, very patient with us, is Greg Tiedeman. Greg, how are you?
Hello, Neil. How's it going today?
It's going great for me, but I think you're having more fun than me. You're outdoors, at least.
Enjoying some of this wonderful, sunny Southern California weather. Unlike Las Vegas, where I live, where it's 100 degrees, it's actually very beautiful here today.
I know we're just 5 days short of the fall SMB Days campaign. And so our agents would like to hear, what's your advice this time around?
Well, first and foremost, I will say up front that, my advice does not change much from, one SMB Days to the next. First and foremost, it's about preparation. It's not about trying to win new opportunities and close them all in a 1 week's time. That's just not realistic. It's about preparation. But before I get to that, let's talk briefly about the offers. We have had a preliminary release of SMB Days offers, and we know that there are 2 bill incentive credits, or BICs as we like to call them, on the type of handsets that you would be offering to your customers. And then there are some associated discounts for handsets as well. But there is a vicious rumor. Well, I will say it's more than just a vicious rumor. It's actually some leaked information, if you will, that there are more offers coming. And so I encourage every one of our agent partners out there to be on the lookout for an update by the end of this week. And certainly checking in with myconnectus.com, as we will have all of those SMB Days offers posted by the end of the week, so that each of our agents can be prepared.
You betcha. And of course, Rick Stapp will be sending out reminder emails to all of you via MailChimp in the normal way. So do be watching out for these emails with the direct links.
Absolutely, 100%. And so now on to the preparation part. As I alluded to earlier, thinking that one is going to prospect, propose, and close a deal in 1 week is just unrealistic. And so where we have had, and our agents have had tremendous success in SMB Days past, is by going back and looking at your prospect funnels from months and quarters past, deals that have been proposed but not closed, and setting appointments with those potential new customers so that you can propose the new offers and ideally close during SMB Days while those offers are available. And I don't think we mentioned this, so I will say now, SMB Days starts on Monday, October 14th, and runs all the way through Sunday, October 20th. So there's a full 7 days of these offers being available to our agents. And so, again, it's about preparation. It's about setting those meetings in advance with those prospects with whom you've spoken previously, and let them know of these offers that are available. The ones that I spoken about earlier have already been communicated to our agent community, and are posted on myconnectus.com. So you can go in and see the details of those. And so you can see very clearly which BICs are associated with which handset models, and then the associated handset discounts that are being provided as a early preparation. But I'm confident that there's going to be even some additional offers made that agents can use to sweeten their offers that much more so.
Greg, some of these offers are so good. It offers it's an opportunity, I guess, for our agents to go back to prospects or customers who were perhaps on the fence that we almost closed but didn't quite manage to. Is this the best time to go back and try them again?
Absolutely, Neil. In fact, that is my number one recommendation in terms of, making the most likely sales success during SMB Days is by being able to propose to prospects with whom you've already spoken. Because the thought of being able to prospect a brand new opportunity and, again, propose and close them all in a week just is unrealistic. But these are amazing offers. And so by going back to deals that have not closed previously and re-proposing those prospects is an excellent opportunity. We've had tremendous success in the past, and I know that we can have that same success again by being prepared accordingly.
Greg Tiedeman, thank you so much for coming on, and good luck to everybody with SMB Days.
Thanks very much, Neil. And to all of our partners, let's make SMB Days for October of 2024 a great success. I know that your channel manager partners are out there to support your efforts. Let us know how we can help you close some deals.
All right, now from Greg, and back to Shellie Stapp. So Shellie, I understand you've got these 5 offers ready for you. Would you like to go with offer number 1?
Here's an offer that runs throughout this quarter. So please ask for details. Happy selling.
Whoa, fantastic, Shellie. Thank you so much for all these 5 offers. Almost time to go now. Do you have any plans for the coming days?
Yes, I'm looking forward to getting out again in the nice weather. You try to take advantage of it before winter gets here and go down in the Palo Duro Canyon, second largest canyon in America, and have a picnic and just drive around. There's so many sights to see there down in the canyon. I'm looking forward to it. So how about you, Neil? Do you have any special plans?
Well, I've been camping the last 3 weekends in a row, and it's getting kind of cold out there, so I'm going to have a weekend at home, I think, not least because I have a lot of honeydews falling behind on my work around the house, so I shall be at home catching up on all these tasks around the house and sleeping in a real bed for a change.
Wow.
I look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks' time. And so thank you for being on today. Thank you to Greg. Thank you to Noah. And thank you to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.